Like we got a CISSP coming up.
And the CISSP alone is $2,000 to $8,000 or $9,000 a month, and I think we're doing $100. There's nowhere in America where you can get CISSP study group for $100. One of the folks that we're publishing within CyberLINC, we're sending them to Europe for a conference, speaking about CyberLINC in Europe. That's what we're doing. It is a fact that the People's Liberation Army is behind, the PLA of China is behind TikTok.
Getting certifications?
So when it comes, I know you got to take your own tests.
Yeah.
CCIE.
Yeah. You know those, they're expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Oh yeah.
Just like I graduated with a video game design major, so even my certifications for that field too, like really expensive.
Yeah. Even like the notes and stuff, it's like $50 for a single note sheet. It's $150 for practice tests. If you're going with the actual CompTIA, it's like $3,000 for a boot camp. We got $8,000 worth of resources for like tons of different certifications for $15 a month.
Yeah, so we also have study groups as well. Yep. So if you're trying to get your Sec Plus, which it sounds like you are, you don't have to go and join, like you can. I'm not saying not to join a boot camp, but those same boot camps are going to charge you like $2,000 a week, whereas we do it for $15. And we don't just do Security Plus, we have a network, right?
Yeah, Network Plus.
Yeah,
As of right now,
Plus.
but we're opening more too.
Yeah.
Like we got a CISSP coming up.
Oh yeah, we got and the CISSP alone is $2,000 to $8,000 or $9,000 a month. You know what I mean? And I think we're doing $100. And now there's nowhere in America where you can get CISSP study group for $100. I challenge you to look it up and try to say that I'm a liar. I'm not. But vet yourself, because we say a lot of things here, but we back it up with facts, right? We are not a pipeline for jobs, but can we help you get one? Certainly, right? We are not a pipeline for jobs, but are we trying to create that so that it takes the stress off of you? Yes. Are there tangible actions that CyberLINC is doing to make the people in CyberLINC better? Yes. When it comes to job placement, I know you're going to get your master's. You're going to get your different certifications, and then you're going to get, and then you probably would want to get published. And we can afford you that here. In March, we are going to make a big announcement about one of the folks that we're publishing within CyberLINC. We're sending them to Europe for a conference, supporting me, speaking about CyberLINC in Europe. That's what we're doing. So we want to build the person better in every area, in a holistic way, not just in cybersecurity. You're in grad school, let us help you with grad school. You're getting certifications, let me help you get certifications. You're looking for resume help, send us your resume so we can help you make it better. So it's not just one area that you can come for support. There's multiple areas that you can come to support. That makes sense?
Oh yeah.
Anything else anyone else would like to add? I was thinking about your mom. Anything else? Anybody? That sounds weird. I was thinking about your mom. No, because last night her mom came. She brought her mom for like friends and family.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about that?
No, you pretty much answered all the questions I needed. But I mean, besides like seeing what it's about, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I would like to add something to it. So
That's Kelly, by the way. That's not Kelly. That's Miss Demetria.
he knows who I am. This group, when we come together and when we do debates, it shows you how to actually stand in a room full of execs, or at your job, or in your classroom, and it helps you to be able to communicate and stand on a point. Whether the point right or wrong, you stand on it firm, and they teach you how to speak in a room and be heard. Instead of being timid, you can't, they teach you different techniques in the debates. You'll be able to debate with anybody. I can debate with anybody now. So even if I'm wrong, I still can back it up, but it's just the technique of learning how to debate is what I like, and learning those skills of communication.
Yeah, I want to be able to pick up those type of skills, so I'm not like looking lost.
Right,
like that.
communication.
Yeah, it's not just cybersecurity. We do, like you said, we do publication, we do research skills. We got an intelligence course coming out. We have, if you want to get into drones, we have a drone course coming out where you can get your drone license and learn how to fly and learn how to do that commercially. We do public speaking, communication. And we do have a couple classes for just like free. Like every other week, he has a fireside chat where people can just come out and pretty much do this, but like over Facebook Live, pretty much. We have an introduction to cybersecurity class for free, and then we have an IT fundamentals under one of our first or second tiers. And then all of our advanced classes are the third tier, but those can't really start until we have enough people who are actually interested to start them. So we're just waiting until we get the number of people who are interested to start and register for the class, and then those classes will be starting shortly.
And it's not just, so we're big that we're not a regular schoolhouse. We support the school that you already have. So you at ODU, you're already learning. We take what you're learning at ODU and we teach you how to speak it, how to say it, how to understand it, and how to communicate it. It's great that you know the terminology, but if you don't know how to use that terminology in your own language, then what's the point?
Yeah.
So as Mrs. Demetria comes up and says, hey, I know how to debate. She knows how to debate from the side of, if I'm a CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, and I'm asking her, why did you do this? She can articulate with me, hey, I did this for this, and this reason. You know, and everyone, like, she's not getting her master's like you're getting your master's. She's chasing certs, but you both are on the same level. Because a lot of times you get schooling and you learn how to talk, you get the certs and you don't know how to talk. No, both of you will be talking to the CISO. So both of you need to know how to communicate. So that's what we offer. It's not just those big words. It's like, let's break it down so that everybody can hear it and understand it. So that when they come to you and say, why did you choose this rule and this policy? Say, bing, bang, pow. That's why. And they can remember you like, dang, he knows his stuff. I'm glad he is protecting our network's organization.
Yeah.
Organization's network, yeah.
And I'm like you, I graduated last month from here. I started my master's, but I'm taking a hiatus right now. I'm going back in the fall for my master's. But even through 4 years of college, like being in here for like a year has built me up more as a person than college ever has. I took a public speaking course, but it didn't do anything for me. Like just being here has taught me how to actually speak to people.
We should do a public speaking. Can we do a public? No, we can't do public speaking.
We have public speaking.
Oh, with Simone.
Yeah.
That's writing.
It's public speaking and writing.
Is
But
it?
I think she focuses more on the writing side.
Yeah, she
than
does.
speaking. Should we separate it?
I think we should.
Okay.
Because it matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we be talking.
You can write something amazing, but then you can go up and make a fool of yourself.
Boy, go ahead, Jeremiah.
That's a fact.
Let's go. I like
How
that.
to articulate the jargon.
Yeah.
Really-
Let me do that class.
I mean, out of anybody, you're probably the best public speaker we got.
let me talk about paint drying. I wonder if I can do that.
You probably could.
All right, let's try it real quick. I went to Lowe's yesterday and I picked up some paint. And the paint that I used was not the paint that I needed. I needed oil-based paint instead of a water-based paint because as I was stroking on the walls, it was almost like it was bleeding. And since it was bleeding, I knew it wasn't going to dry. And then even if it did dry, you'll see the lines coming down because it was streaking and it was still wet, right? It wasn't sticking. It was just going down the wall. And it was just interesting to me. I was like, okay, let me get a dehumidifier in here. So I brought the dehumidifier inside of the room so that I can at least get the humidity out of there and so that I can start drying. And then it didn't work either. So I was like, all right. And then I was about to get a Mr. Buddy heater. We all know what a Mr. Buddy heater is, right? But I was like, that would also put humidity into the room because that's what Mr. Buddy heaters do. So I was like, okay, I don't need to get the Mr. Buddy heater. So instead, I went to Lowe's. I went back to Lowe's and I got a heat source that was electric, that wasn't producing humidity and that wasn't producing toxic fume because it was indoor heat. Whereas the Mr. Buddy heater was propane and it was electric and it was just producing all dry heat and it was amazing. And then I painted again and it started sticking to the walls rather than running on the walls. And all of that never happened. I just talked off the
I believed you.
Right.
Did you?
I thought you were painting yesterday.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah,
But the way he presented is believable.
yeah, you gotta know how to talk.
And he was confident in what he was saying.
Boom. It's all about, hey, listen, Pluto is the closest planet to the sun. Right after Pluto, you have Uranus, and Uranus is almost just as big as Pluto is, but still half the density of what the Earth is. And Earth being the fourth planet from the sun after Venus. And the funny fact about Venus is they say the temperature is 900 degrees Fahrenheit on Venus. It's not. It's really like 1500 degrees Fahrenheit on Venus. And then after that, you have Saturn, and then Jupiter after that, and then Neptune finishes out as the smallest planet in the solar system.
Don't forget about the rings on Mars.
Oh yeah, there are definitely rings. The same people always talk about rings on Saturn and rings on Pluto and rings on Uranus. But no Diddy. But the rings around Mars, they're great, and the thing is, they're also golden. Yeah, because you can have gold in space. That was pretty cool. Yeah. This either means I'm good at talking or I'm a good liar. But no, I think it's just confidence, right? Because you can be wrong, and if your CISO's asking you something, you still might be wrong, but the confidence that you are laid out with that policy. I chose this policy because it affects the organization better. I might come out wrong, but he said, hey, I understand you because your intent was good, right? You had the right heart in it, right? Your policy, it made sense, even though it was wrong, just go back and tweak it a little bit, right? But you can't communicate that if you're saying, oh, I just think that the policy should be this because I think because we're URL, I think URL, I think that's what we're looking at, and the firewalls just, they're not gonna listen to you. But if you say, hey, it's because of this computer got because of this person, then it update their computer at 3 a.m. when we sent the update, that is why our network got breached. You rather listen to that person than the person that says, I'm unsure of what I'm talking about. Okay, what are we talking about now? Caleb. I'm just recording, man. What do you don't ask me nothing. What other questions comes? Because it's really, so we know everybody else here. We don't know you. So tell us about you.
Well, my name is Javian Lewis. I graduated here like in December 14th with a major concentration in video game design, minor concentration in information technology. I plan to pursue my master's in cybersecurity here in the fall. I also have slight plans to go to the Air Force.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color?
Don't do it. Don't do it. She was about to get you, bro. Yeah, it sounds innocent, but if you would have answered that question, all of us would have ganged up on you, bro. It's bad, bro. She was about to get. Hey, don't trust her. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, we almost started. There was how they talk about blood in the water with sharks. We're the sharks. You're the blood in the water. You're the tuna. All right. Stop that. Air Force. Why?
For the certifications, pretty much, and also for the discipline, pretty much. When I looked into it, I applied for 11X, 11D, 11S. And all of that is cyber stuff, cyber intelligence, like cyber warfare.
Why are you going enlisted when you can go officer?
No commission. I'm planning commission.
Okay,
I'll take my FOQT next month.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That I'm okay with.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Oh, I have too many people in my family that told me to commission.
Yeah,
because my family's full of military,
good,
all branches.
Good.
And don't get me started.
I was about to get you, bro. I was about to say, no. As qualified as you are, don't go enlisted.
No.
Don't go. But continue.
But yeah, I pretty much, what I do is I am a video game developer. I do make games, but I also do dabble in IT with like web development, software development. I've done networking before, pretty much like with Java, like in Oracle. Pretty much, I just look to maximize my skill set, pretty much like get that skill tree maxed up.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, with a 6-figure career somewhere, like it was either in the video game, like, in the video game realm, or cybersecurity, or You know,
Both.
IT. Oh, both is cool.
Yeah, all because you can get $100,000 job in IT. You can get $100,000 job in cybersecurity. You can get $100,000 making video games, and you're only doing that for hours a day.
Yeah, I just love technology though. I love computers pretty much. Like I'm a PC gamer too, so I built my own PC. Like
Hey, I'm with you there.
yeah, I built my own PC in 2019. I'm about to upgrade like soon. Pretty much just got a new like RTX. So yeah, I'm
Nice.
just pretty much. I just like all technology. I literally like am good with all technology. Like not just computers. Like give me a camera, I'm good with that. You give me like just like a game system, good with that. Like anything, I just love technology. Pretty much, I would say. Like,
Do you got waves underneath that?
I just did the chop, so if you do a wave check, I'm not seasick. They're gonna be drowning soon, don't worry.
The chop.
Yeah, I had locks.
Oh.
I had locks. I had restarted them like, was it like a year ago, and then like after a while, I was like, I won't get retwist like that, like just like might as well get chopped.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of just in that ugly stage for a little bit. And I was
Thugging it.
Yeah, I was thugging crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I had my locks the first time from like 10th grade to so I was like 2015 to like 2022. My locks were like down to my back.
Nice.
Like everybody used to say I look like J. Cole. Like I'm not J. Cole.
That's right.
Yeah,
All right. I see you, rapper.
I see the ludicrous.
I do make music too. So.
Jack of all trades.
A lot of people say that. Yeah, a lot of my friends call me that.
And you don't even look like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're big. I think I might be bigger than this, but I'm big on this. But I love when people don't look like what they do. Like, cause it's like you really can't judge a book by its cover. Because if you do, you'll miss out on opportunities.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely, that part.
Yeah. Anyone else have any? We're talking, we're chatting.
Yeah, we're just chatting.
Hey, can I ask you, who was that on the phone?
My sister-in-law tried giving me information about the high school in Moss Point, Mississippi.
Dang, you working already, bro. I just told you 20 minutes ago.
And military, give us a
Bro.
mission.
Let's go. Hey, so this young man is about to get he's looking to get a commission in the United States Air Force, going cyber. What do you have to say to him?
I had best branch to go to do that. We deal with all types, from domestic to CONUS, CONUS and CONUS. Basically fancy word of saying U.S. international. And then now they're doing all the space satellite stuff. That's saying that in terms, but I won't go too far into depth with things I can't say. But point being, if you want to learn that, I have GI Bill. I've been out for 10 years. I did 10 years plus, so the GI Bill travels with me till the day I die and passes on to my children. And what that is, they pay for your school as well, fully. And then anything that deals with cybersecurity, anything that deals with from programming to drones to, you think of it, they have it. I think, but you have the best in the world when it comes to product, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong in the Air Force. You can't go wrong in the Navy either. But obviously, I mean, Air Force is, in my opinion,
Way better.
top tier.
Kush.
Yeah.
You get waffles, you get to sleep in
You can
hotels.
drive a Honda or a Ferrari. They both gonna get you to your destination, but
True.
they'll get you a hell of a lot faster.
I'm glad you admit that. Air Force folks never admit that.
Oh, you in the Air Force?
I was. Yes, ma'am. I'm retired veteran.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I think once you get out, you get how long are the contracts for junior officers in the Air Force?
Junior officer in the Air Force. You talking about to become one, or just in general? Like
In general, active
So-
duty.
So it all depends on the job field. It also depends on the slots that are open. There's a lot of variables that goes into that. But I will say 50% of that is your hard work, dedication, and politics. I mean,
Politics.
you have to work hard, but the politics side of it,
Yeah.
it's a must. It's not even, you can't go around it. You have to, it's very political. So,
I've seen
basically another fancy word of conversation, how you present yourself, how you talk to someone. some people like to use brown nose. For me, it's not brown nose. It's, hey, you have something I want. What do I need to do to get it? And then once you get that mind process of, there's nothing that's going to stop me from getting to, okay, this rank. Okay, I want to make this rank. Okay, I'm gonna get there. What do you need from me? I don't ask other people. I ask my commander, hey, because the commander's the one that signed that sheet, or puts you in that position to either succeed or to fail. So politics, even when you get in the military, you're automatically going to take in this persona about yourself that's just like, hey, I'm him. You know what I'm saying? It's even if you're there now, the military Air Force takes you to a whole nother aspect of like, okay, I'm him. So you take that into getting promotions, basically in life in general. If you want something, you go get it, and then you fight, you know what I'm saying, tooth and nail until you get it. You don't take no for an answer, basically. So
Absolutely.
hopefully that answers that question the best.
I took that, and
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Anytime.
I took that as well. When I was in the Army, I feel like I didn't get the support that I needed to get, and for me, CyberLINC is that kind of support. Like almost, I wish I had a CyberLINC when I was going through the mess, you know, because it was hard by myself. It was hard without even just a friend like Jeremiah to be with me. It's like, hey man, I just need to vent to you. And then I can have a friend like Jeremiah that says, hey, do you want a response or you just need an ear? You know, I'm 36 and I have that now. You know, it is. And because I have that support, I'm able to lengthen my arms to support others in a better capacity, because I have people that are coming into my life and sharpening tools in my toolbox that I'm using to sharpen the tools in everyone else's toolbox. And in the Army, I didn't have that. I was a E4 on active duty when I got off. I went to OCS and at Fort Pickett in the Army, and our class dropped from, we had 62 people, and we dropped to 6 people. It was one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. I was in the Army Intel School and at Fort Huachuca.
What's going on?
And what's going on? Long time.
Who'd you bring with you?
Come on in.
It was and even OCS for the National Guard was, I still say, one of the top 2 or 3 toughest things I've ever accomplished or got through. And then at the very end, I was rated at 90%. They said you can't pass a commission and physical. And I was like, I went through all of this just to not get my commission because of but I was like, I still did the work. And luckily my team, my leadership at that time, because I made it to OCS, they're like, hey, he did everything he needed to do. And they're like, he just can't pass the commission physical. And then I still got out as an E4 because I was what is it called? 09 Sierra, an officer candidate. So I went from E4 to 09 Sierra, then back to E4, and that's when they got me out. All that work for nothing. But if you have the support, you got the knowledge base, and you say, hey, I am him, because mindset is everything. Everything. I remember, so while I was in OCS, I was the last in my class when it came to orientating and to the rough 13-mile march. It's like a march. You're in full battle gear. It's like, anyway, it's like 13-mile run, like walk, run, or as they call in the Army, the airborne shuffle. Because you got all this gear on, and you can't run, and you're not supposed to walk because you got a time limit. So you're doing the airborne shuffle, and you're just. It looks weird, but picture you have like 60, 70 pounds of gear on you. You full battle rally, you got your weapon on you, and you're just, and that. So I was last in my class for that. So since I was in the Guard and we only had drill for officer candidates, it's different. Normally in the Guard, it's once a month. I was accelerated, so it was almost like twice, 2 or 3 times a month we would meet at Fort Pickett. So when we met there, I was last, and when I would go home, I would train like I was still at OCS. So I went from last in my class, because I was him, to first in my class. And I'm gonna show you how much I was him. I was about a mile out I went the wrong way. The other 5 guys passed me. I came back and still beat them. Yeah, I want to be better than the person who thinks they're better than me. So right now, I know I am the longest, or I can run the farthest in this room. I don't need to know if you're a long distance runner. I know that I can beat you, right? Because again, I am him. So when you take that persona, you take that mindset, and you carry it with you in every other space, it helps you. But also, you got to be mindful that, hey, I'm him, but I still have the capacity to learn from others.
Always.
Yeah. So just like Lee. Lee was probably one of the quietest guys that came. Raise your hand, Lee. He doesn't know you. There you go. Lee was probably one of the quietest guys that ever be in CyberLINC or CySecSoul, my previous nonprofit. And he would always show up first at my house. He wouldn't say anything. He was like, hey, nice to meet you. What's going on? You just barely hear him. And now this guy's got 3 or 4 certifications. He can argue me down a wall because of the process that we have put him through. Because now we know that Lee is him. We didn't know Lee was him before when he first came here, but that's what we build here. We make people better than what they were when they came. If you can leave here and say, hey, I was like this when I joined CyberLINC, and I'm like that, and you were better, then great. And this is your first time. I challenge you to go through our socials and ask people, after you joined CyberLINC, after you joined CySecSoul, did you get worse? Ask it, anybody. I don't think that, I'm pretty sure you won't find anyone that can say that they got worse. But if you go to ODU, or you go to another school, or you go to wherever, were you made worse or better? I don't know, man. I'm doing this, and I got all this debt, and I wanna. You got complaining. Ask someone to complain about CyberLINC. See what they say. See what we don't do. We try to bring people. Even now, we have a meeting this Thursday with a finance company that we're hiring for you guys. Because we're expecting, even in 2025, that the people within our program, Lee included, will go out and make money that they never made before. And I don't need Lee going from being a cashier at Kroger, Food Line, at Food Line, to now he's at Amazon or Boeing or Microsoft, and he's making 6 figures, and he doesn't know how to use that money, right? So on Thursday, we're gonna have a meeting with a group of folks that can say, hey, as Lee transitions into this new space, I need you to walk with him. You might say, hey, Alan, that ain't got nothing to do with cybersecurity. I don't care. I'm after the holistic person. How can I make Lee better holistically? I need to help him how to use his money. He might be already good at it, but someone else, Mushroom right here, might not be able to know how to. You want me to call you Mushroom in public? Oh, I thought you were trying to say not to call you Mushroom in public. I'm gonna keep calling you Mushroom. Yeah, okay, cool. This is the only mentee I got. Jeremiah almost didn't let me have him.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I thought it was in a meeting. You're like, because I think he said that he was going to be my mentee. You're like, wait, Alan doesn't have any mentees. Was that not you?
No.
Oh, someone else said that. But anyway, I almost didn't have you.
I like you, Mushroom. Don't worry.
But he might not be good with his finances. He's here for cybersecurity, but we got to make sure he's good with his finances. Because just like you said you're about to join the Air Force.
Yeah.
So you go cybersecurity like you're aiming to, you're going to get a clearance. And if your finances are messed up, will he get a clearance? No way. No sirree, Bob. But if we teach you how to manage your finances, and we teach Mushroom, and we teach Caleb, and we teach Miss Daphne, then we're better stewards of what we have, so that when a job comes up to us, can we trust you with this information? Yeah, bet me. Look me up. I'm good in every way. And if I'm not good, I got Jeremiah over here. Hey, Alan, sharpen the tools in your toolbox. I got Lee, because again, we're a round table here. Everyone can learn from everyone. Just like you're in video games, I know crap about video games, but I know you can teach me, right? You got a whole degree in it. You're getting your master's, you got communication, right? And then when you get your master's, my favorite saying, welcome to the League of Scholars. So you'll be a scholar once you get your master's. You'll be able to teach, you'll be able to research, you'll be able to, and if you get your PhD, even more so. So all those things that you need in your life, whether it's financial, whether it's resume, whether it's cybersecurity, whether that's renting or owning or clearance, you can talk to each and every one of us. Military, we have someone in our program that is a prior service veteran, that is retired prior service veteran, that had a clearance, that they can walk you through the ropes. Because would you rather, with minus your family and minus CyberLINC, would you rather go into the Air Force not knowing nothing about cybersecurity and clearance and what you should have and how to keep your nose clean and how to polish your shoes? Or would you rather have people are surrounding you, supporting you, saying, hey, make sure you do this because they're not going to tell you. Make sure you do that because they're not going to tell you. They're just going to see it and disqualify you. Mm-hmm. We're going to make sure you're qualified when you're sent out. Yeah.
Dude, I had a long night last night. I'm going.
What did you do last night, bro? We're a small group. Wait.
I worked.
We have somebody new.
Yeah, who? Lee, who'd you bring with you?
This is my girlfriend, Corinne.
Hey.
No! Yeah! Hey, Curry! Hey, we like your man. Not like you do, but he's a pretty cool guy. Go ahead, keep talking.
Just figured I'd bring her by, just see how everyone's doing, because it was we had a date plan today, so figured we'd just stop by for a little bit of it.
Lee's growing up so fast. I don't know what to say. Lee brought his girlfriend. He must really like us, Jeremiah. He must really like us. Oh, my tears. Hey, Corinne, so tell us about you. Tell us why you like him.
Okay, well, first off, he's a total nerd, so that's a check in the box. And I'm super into like 3D printing right now, and I have a 3D printer of my own. And so I'm trying to open up a little shop of my own to sell my 3D printing stuff.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm mostly super into like crafting things for other people, or just stuff for myself too. So.
What's 3D printing?
So 3D printing is taking a material. It's normally plastic, but it could be metal, it could be wood, and it's just a continuous stream of melting the plastic and making a object out of it.
Okay.
They've made recently concrete houses from 3D printing, and it's really cool.
Okay.
I've seen that.
So
Thank you.
yeah, of course.
So we have a guy, Dr. Xavier Palmer. He's kind of smart. When I say kinda, he is always the smartest guy in the room.
Not like Stephen Hawking's expert, or
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's the smartest guy you'll ever meet.
Smartest guy
If you have the
meet.
pleasure to meet him.
He does 3D printing. And we will also be teaching 3D printing at our spring break summer camp and our summer camps. We will have a 3D printer coming in, and we'll be doing that. So if you want to participate, and if you want to learn, like from I don't want to say it on camera, but
I'll leave it out.
He's your guy, and he volunteers here just like the rest of us do. And he's phenomenal. And if you want to be better, you can be better. And you might be building this now, like little things like this. Not little things, not to sleep on what you do. But he will teach you something in just 10 minutes of talking to him that will enlarge your idea of what you can do. So I'm grateful that Lee brought you here. We love Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Lee's all right. Lee's he's one of our brightest too, but I'm sure you already know that.
yeah, he's pretty cool.
How long have y'all been together?
We have been friends, I think, for 3 years?
About 4 years, going on 4 years now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And we only got together about midway through December.
This past December?
Yeah.
Oh, my buddy growing up going. Who made the first move? I just gotta know. I can't picture Lee like, hey, baby, you can make a 3D printer of my heart. Right on. Lee, you deserve happiness, Lee. I really mean that, man. You're a phenomenal guy. You're a consistent guy. You're a man that wants to learn. So that's incredible. Javian?
Yeah, Javian. Yep.
Javian, y'all might be the same kind of smart. Because there's different kinds of smart in this group. Different kinds of intellectual abilities. So I would say I am not on Jeremiah's level when it comes to the techniques, the tactics, vocabulary even, where Jeremiah is, and he's my junior. And I might have another area of space for information security. I can talk information security, and he might not be as strong as information security, right? But Lee, I feel that you two compare because he's brilliant. He hasn't been to school like you, but doesn't mean that he can't, I don't know, how do I say this? Lee can go to college and he can be the #1 in the class if he wanted to, because he has the intellect to figure it out. And you, when you were talking earlier, you were like, oh, put a camera in my hand, put a phone in my hand, I was listening to you, like we all were. You give him a task for anything, he will figure it the heck out. And like I told you when we were first getting to know each other, I always aim for people that don't look like what they do. And you two should at least connect and he's really quiet. So just because he's quiet, but you can learn from him. And likewise, he can learn from you. So Lee, are you a mentor in this program?
No.
You should be. Just reach out. If you decide to join CyberLINC, he's in our Discord and he has no problem. I'm talking for him just because I think he said this before. If you want to reach out to him, reach out to him. Absolutely. And ask questions. And if you want, he doesn't teach our study groups, but he can teach you whatever cert you want. He can help you out with that too. His way of talking, picture going to an Ivy League school and what that professor sounds like with the suspenders, that's Lee.
Yeah.
But that professor's going to make you pass that class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's Lee. And he's that student in your class, Lee, that will soak up everything you have to say, and you won't have to, because sometimes people say stuff and the words drop because the person's not picking it up. But he's a man that will pick up what you're saying, Lee, so please make that connection. Yeah, make that connection. Yeah. What else?
Oh, you know,
I got a topic for conversation.
Javian,
I was really not surprised, but glad that you said you was going in the Air Force. Because when I finished school, my 2 years at Paul D, I have an associate, I wanted to go into the Air Force. It was either the Air Force or go get a job. But what happened was I chose the Air Force because the Air Force had the best engineering programs. And the only colleges around here with the best engineering programs was Virginia Tech and Old Dominion. So they were the only two choices that I picked to go to college. But because when I finished at Paul D, I got a job at Norfolk Naval Shipyard in the apprenticeship program. I went through the apprenticeship program as a maintenance machinist. So I have my journeyman's as a maintenance machinist. So that was good that I got that, but even in getting that wasn't what I really wanted. I always like hands-on. I never wanted to be that type of person that was in a job as a secretary, because I've never been that prim and proper person, that had to be cute and there and type,
You lying.
I always wanted to be where I can be out and getting my hands dirty.
That's true too, but you a damn lady.
But I am.
Yeah, you are. You a whole
I've always
lady.
been a lady, but I never been that kind. Because I always say they sit there and look pretty, but they don't make no money. I want to be making money.
You can get it. Okay. Yeah.
That-
You are.
And so,
Check
you
your
know.
itch, Alan.
when you look at that type of work, and people look at me and they say, Really? You was a machinist? Yeah, I made boats and took apart lathes and milling machines and fixed them and put in equipment, you know.
And
Went
she
out
was
there
pretty doing
and
it.
worked and high pressure air, pumping air to the subs, you know. I worked nuclear, rad, all that stuff. But still, that wasn't what I wanted because I always loved computers, even in school, you know. Back when I was in school, we had the math and science club. And in that, me and another guy, we built a calculator. And it worked because we used the diodes, we did all of that stuff. But it was still fascinating to me to be able to build it, put it apart, because I always had the mindset, and I hope you take that mindset that you want to be the best in there and get everything you can get educational wise in your learning, even from working experience, that people will pay you your worth, not what the job qualifies for, but pay you your worth. Because a lot of times you find people that are more worthy than qualification. And so when you go out with that mindset that I'm worth more than this because I'm giving more than what they offer. Yeah.
Yeah, get your value, homie. Get your value, and the Air Force will add value to your resume. I know the Army added value to mine, so that's 100% accurate. And I know it did yours. I mean, you retired, you get money. Yeah, you.
No, I'm not.
Man, I'm about to throw a rock at you. Hey, Caleb. What am I about to ask you? You don't know?
That's a good question.
You can't talk? Do you know what I'm about to ask you? What I'm about to ask you? You ain't gonna say it?
I'm the cameraman. The cameraman can't talk.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, I
You're
don't. What's up?
Where's my coffee?
I didn't bring it today.
Bro,
Man.
this is the second time,
Bro,
right?
like, what else does he do for us?
Yeah,
Like,
bro, what? Bro, what? You gonna put it on camera? He's like, yeah, throw that at me. I'm suing. Dang.
She already got the headline.
Yeah, she really does. She worked real quick. Hey, Lee, I don't know if I like her. I'm playing.
All right, see you guys later.
Oh, she quick. I like it. Did you know?
What's your date? No, what? You couldn't come to the fireside chat? Where your date? Oh, I'm out there patching him from mom. I got the date.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you, Miss Daphne. Yeah, where she at? No.
She's at work.
Oh, dang, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
she's at
Be
work.
like that.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Working woman.
Tell them why they call you mushroom.
Oh, because I usually have my hair like,
You
yeah.
know, it literally looks like a mushroom head. His name in my phone is Mushroom Head. I don't think I ever call him Aaron. Who's
You
Aaron?
got big hair.
Yeah, dude.
I couldn't even guess that. I thought it was because the skin tone like a Goomba.
That's hey, but he's also I was about to say he's in the ballet or something, but I know this is being recorded, so I ain't gonna. No, but still though, a lot of football players play or they're not. It's not ballet. It's called something. Gymnastics. They do gymnastics to help them out. So do you do anything like that? Because when I had a meeting with his parents to talk about CyberLINC, because they made me drive all the way from my house to his house in Newport News.
Who jumped you on?
No, I drove to his house. Oh, wait,
You drove.
I drove here.
so I drove to his house to speak to his parents, and I'm like, I don't even think I knew your name. Did I know your name?
Yeah, you know my name. You used to call me Mushroom.
You don't know my name either.
Miss Demetria. Yeah. She's saying so we have leaders, we have instructors, we have mentors that are a part of CyberLINC, that have been a part of CyberLINC for a while, that say they kind of want to stay. So Miss Demetria, she told everybody She told me first, and then she solidified it by telling everybody, I think at the event that we had, that, hey, I'm gonna be an instructor for Alan in a year. That's what she said. I was like, you ain't gonna be here. I don't even know your name.
I got a date June.
Yeah, so she's been saying it for a minute. She's been saying she's serious about it, but we'll see.
He said, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm saying, I'm speaking it again.
All right, but
There you go.
we're not.
Positive affirmation.
Yeah, right.
I'm confident.
In June we'll be in this. In June we will be in a space that we've never been before. This June we've been doing this since 2020. We have the concept of CyberLINC in 2024, and this will be our first summer making money like we'll be making money. Period. Like, even not making money like we're making money. We're going to be hosting a summer camp, just teaching kids about drones and cybersecurity and engineering for communication. For 5 days of fun, and we're getting paid to do this. You know, like, and so that means the instructors are getting paid, no longer volunteers. You know, so she said, hey, I'm going to be, because all the rest of us are volunteers. So last year she said, I'll be volunteering. But this year, if she stays true to her word,
Stay true.
if she does, she'll get paid too, right? Because my main goal is to put money in people's pockets. Like I can't have Jeremiah running my organization for me and me not do something for Jeremiah. There has to be reciprocity. If there's not reciprocity, this will fail. I don't care how much Jeremiah likes me. You're gonna say, hey, Alan, I got bills. I got a life. I got a chick. I got kids. I got all this stuff. I can't keep giving you stuff and you're not giving anything to me. So since we've done this, I'm like, hey, man, there's got to be reciprocity. You give to me, it's my turn to give back to you. And that goes for all the instructors that are a part of this organization. I know this young man, not you, Mushroom, the other Jeremiah. Y'all can be like, it's your big brother for real. You know what I mean? Because us big guys got to stick together. You know what I mean? Us big guys got to stick together. But yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here.
What were you about to say?
Well, first off, Javion, are you in the Discord yet?
Me and Jeff.
No.
But head to our website after this. Do you know our website?
Yeah, I got your website saved.
Solid.
Bookmarked in my phone.
Let's go. Let's go. Say that again. Say it again.
Bookmarked in my phone.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
I'm
CyberLINC.
glad y'all said Discord. I use that every day.
Solid.
'Cause I have my own server. I have my own collective.
Hey, that's what's up.
Excuse us. I'm sorry.
If you want to point them in this direction as well.
Yeah. Help us out.
I was like scraping the barrel, but I sit at
There.
home. So.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
If you
yo,
join
shout
our
out-
Discord, see what we're about. Join up some of the classes.
Yeah. Hey. I am him, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I love it. I am him. We didn't need to tell him that clearly. He's like, hey, yo. What I said earlier was on the humble tip for real. Don't get me to talking.
All right. You want to talk some cybersecurity?
Go ahead, bro.
But, so I know most people know this. I don't think you know this, but Alan is a former intelligence analyst for Boeing. He recently got laid off and the stuff they've been going through. However, from his perspective, I'm pretty sure we're all on mostly the same political side with this presidency. However, without getting too political with it, how do you think this presidency is going to affect the cybersecurity sector, and especially our relations with outside, foreign affairs? As a former intelligence analyst.
Oh, wait, you're asking me that?
Yeah.
That's a WLX10 news.
All right,
CNN.
turn it on. Here we go.
That's heavy.
Defend that.
I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about
All right, let's take into consideration.
Y'all hear the voice change?
No, let's talk
Hold
about
all
it.
questions to the end.
Let's talk about a mall. The mall has a bunch of stores in it. The mall has a common passageway in it. Let's say that the mall is a circle. There's like 20 stores in that mall. The whole of that mall goes around the entire place. There's bathrooms every 6 stores. The ceilings are 18 feet high. Got electricity in there, air conditioned heat. You got so many people in there. You got all this merchandise, all this information, all this stuff that everybody wants because they go to the mall to get stuff. Now, take all the people that work there out of there, leave the doors open, leave everything open, and see how protected you feel. That is, in my opinion, the landscape that we're living in. Because if we open the doors, people will come in. And even you might say, Alan, there's not enough people that want it, but there's at least one person. So if we allow TikTok, which I strongly disagree with, if we allow TikTok to continue for the entertainment of the 300 million people that are in America, almost 400 million people that are in America, that's leaving the doors open. It is a fact that the People's Liberation Army is behind, the PLA of China is behind TikTok. It is a fact that a lot of our organizations, a lot of our people watch TikTok. It is a fact that a lot of our politicians don't even have TikTok on their phone. But do we know what TikTok is doing? No. Do we know the depth of the Chinese hack of our infrastructure that we're still reeling from a few weeks ago? We don't know that. So right now, we okay TikTok to be here. So the PLA can say, hey, there's not a lot of people on TikTok that we need, but there is one person on TikTok that we need. And we can just watch their phone. We can listen in on their earpiece. We can take pictures and get the same access wherever that phone goes to that person, we go to that person. So if that person's a congressman, as when they're saying stuff with other congressmen, we're hearing it too. Those closed door meetings where you're not supposed to bring in your phone, but sometimes people still do, we're listening too. So yeah, sure, leave the doors open. Turn on the air conditioning. Make all the printers seeable on our network. Don't even have a firewall. Let's remove all of that for the sake of making people happy and keeping people entertained, but at the detriment of our safety. We are one of the world's, I say one of the world's, superpowers. If we continue on the path that we're going on now, we will not be for long. Because all they have to do right now, this is the perfect scenario. If I was a threat actor, a threat nation, seeing America right now, and I wanted Taiwan, like there's a certain country in this world that wants Taiwan, or a certain country that wants Ukraine. We have all these wars and proxy wars going around. Since I already have access to America's infrastructure, security infrastructure, internet infrastructure, I would shut all that ish down and then attack all of their friends. Even I'll attack America too. Alaska, Hawaii, Guam's gone, our forward operating bases are gone, Ramstein's gone, a large Air Force base in the world is gone, the large naval base in Japan is gone, and Atsugi and Yokosuka, Japan, all those countries, all those bases are gone because they shut off our internet, they shut off our communication, and when they were trying to phone home, we couldn't answer because our networks were not knocked out. And ask me if a country has the capacity to knock out our infrastructure today. They do. So as an intelligence analyst, that's where I see us going in the next 4 years. And it's not that I was active duty Army, my whole life I wanted to be a Virginia State Trooper. I either wanted to die for saving someone's life or die for my country. I wanted to write that check out. And if I was still in the military, I will still write that check. I'll give my life gladly for the protection of America. But right now, I have never been more scared to be an American because we have all these dogs barking. And a lot of times before, they didn't have no bite. But now they have a bite. And we're just looking at them like, okay, come a little closer. Come a little closer. No, move the fence out the way. Take the collar off of them. Remove the leash. Take their handler away. Let them go crazy by themselves. And I'm just gonna sit here. You think a rabid dog is just gonna sit there while I'm sitting there, or are they gonna attack me? We're vulnerable. They know we're vulnerable. And now with this current infrastructure being exposed like it is, it wouldn't take much to overrun something that doesn't have a fence on it. Does that make sense? Any questions, comments, concerns?
I guess just piggyback off that real quick. I do ask that what I'm about to say don't be posted.
But let's talk about it. They're also saying they're building, again, I'm taking my analogy of malls. They're building malls all over the place in the South China Sea, all over the place. And they're putting ammo in the malls. They're putting arms in those malls. They're putting helos and jets and howitzers and all these, not howitzers, but the Chinese version of howitzers.
They now also have the biggest boat in the world.
They're talking about their aircraft carrier?
I believe so.
So so we're putting all these malls up and now they're saying it's just for fun. If it's just for fun, why you got so many guns pointed from it?
Right.
So let's talk about the biggest boat. So they might claim to have the biggest boat, but can they land their jets on it? Can they protect it? Do they have a battle group that's big enough that do they even know how to run that size aircraft carrier in the ocean instead of just nearby their land? Because Russia also has an aircraft carrier, but what follows Russia's aircraft carriers wherever they go? Tugboats.
Oh, really?
Tugboats. Look it up. So tugboats follow the aircraft carriers because they never know when they're going to break down. And another thing, let's talk about the fuel in those aircraft carriers. As an intelligence analyst, it is my job to know this information. Common knowledge for some people, but as for me, I need to know what was out there so I can tell my commander what assets we needed to take over whatever that asset was. So their aircraft carriers are not nuclear ran. So that means what?
They can't really stay out in sea like that.
They can.
But they have to refuel constantly.
They have to refuel constantly, and they got smoke going from their aircraft carriers. Yeah. Imagine trying to hide and you got a trail of smoke 40 miles back behind you. Go ahead.
You never have diesel then?
Yeah. So it's like their version of diesel. Yes. Yeah.
Also, I don't mean to take it off topic, but when you're talking about like China and their influence, I saw somewhere like recently that they have a heavy influence in Africa right now too, as well.
So let's talk about it. Why would I want a base in Africa?
Not too far from you. Not that far.
Yeah,
But it's also resources.
Resources, yeah, 100% resources, but what else?
Because there's no other superpowers in Africa, right?
Boom. If no one's partying in Africa, let me go party in Africa. Let me go win the hearts and minds of the community. Yeah. But also the Belt and Rail Initiative from China. Who knows about it?
I didn't hear about that.
The Belt and Road Initiative. So this is what China has been doing in Africa. Google it. I'm not lying. I'm going to go to Nigeria. I'll build up your country's infrastructure. I'll build up your roads. I'll build up your trains. And you pay me a small fee. I don't have any belts I don't have any roads and trains, and I don't have good infrastructure. So of course, yeah, whatever the bill is, I'll sign it. Okay, I'll put you at 60%. Okay, we got transportation. We'll get that money. I know full well he's not going to be able to pay. So in this contract, I'm going to write with this Belt and Road Initiative. If you can't pay, we get the authority to take over whatever land we want in your country. These guys are going to build our roads and our trails and our everything for us, and all we got to do is just pay this. But sir, we don't have all the money. But we'll figure it out. We know they don't got the money. So that Belt and Road Initiative, they're building up Africa like this so they can steal Africa later. Keep this video for posterity. Let me know when I'm right in a few years. But that's what's going to happen. The Belt and Road Initiative is one of the worst things that happened to Africa since, I don't want to say it.
We know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's bad. China's really smart. And right now, some of the folks over here are really dumb, or they're paid.
That part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense that I can have. Okay, this rest of that's personal. I can't say that.
Fair. Did y'all hear about the Indian?
Wait, sorry. Let me cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
Do you see that I keep reaching over? Because I'm looking for the coffee that you're supposed to make. Yeah, I don't know if you see that, but I'm looking for the coffee.
I'm cutting this out.
Yeah, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm gonna watch it. It should be in there. Listen, but I keep looking over because my mouth is so dry. I just need some coffee. But it's okay. It's not like you I don't know where your mouth been. Bro, you got a girlfriend? I don't know where her lips been. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty. No, I don't want help. No, I'm all right. I'd rather be parched. Man, you look like you nasty too. No, I'm all right. Yeah, keep that in there too. He tried to kill me.
There's recently an intelligence operation between Pakistan and India. Pakistan intelligence officers were paying this Indian head $2 a day for intelligence all across India, and the dude gladly accepted. He was disloyal for $2 a day, and they're probably doing that everywhere.
Excuse me, I need to everywhere. Call season.
Okay.
Forgive me, people. Sorry.
Y'all want to take a little 5-minute bathroom break?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is there a cost for that drum class?
It would just be under tier 3, but we need enough people under tier 3 to actually start it.
Drawing?
Drone.
Okay. Yeah. But I mean, he's going to be making money for us in other spaces. Like even if we don't have the classes, we're going to be doing. Well, we have Howard Alexander flying out here from California at the end of this month.
This week, Friday.
Oh, that's true. Oh, damn, that's soon.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we have Howard Alexander. He's a senior director at Boeing, and we're going to start conversations with how to make opportunities develop in the drone space and also in the cybersecurity space abroad. So we're going to be doing that. Gotta be careful what I'm saying. But yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff, and if all goes according to plan, we should all be getting paid this year. Yeah, I think so. I mean, why not? And like our drone operator, he's a subject matter expert in the field. He has many certifications. He's going to be teaching for us as well as taking on the contracts. And if he builds 3 or 4 people, that means that's 3 or 4 different people we can use for 3 or 4 different contracts that we can bid on and win. So yeah, that's the plan. We're just, again, I got laid off with corporate. I got laid off at Boeing last year. My last day was like last week or something. And I'm not looking for work because I really just think that CyberLINC's going to be okay, and that's what I'm betting on. So yeah, not looking for work. I applied to one space just because it was really easy. It was like they're offering like $80,000 just for doing nothing. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And I was like, let me get some coins real quick. But besides that, I have not applied for a real job, and I'm not going to because CyberLINC's we have Jeremiah here. I mean, come on, we got too many hooks in the water. And yeah, we might slow down on the classroom, but we're not going to slow down in the profit. What are you going to say?
So,
Tuesday night.
Just Tuesday night, I was having a conversation at work during the day with a coworker.
Go
It's
back. Tuesday night he taught on.
Oh, okay, Tuesday night class. What
Right.
time where to go?
Tuesday night class.
So class was amazing, y'all. Y'all need
What
to
did he
get in there.
teach?
We know that.
He taught on Internet of Things, IoT. Internet of Things. And it's amazing how disconnected it is, and your phone connects to your watch connects to the Google, blah, blah, blah. So he taught on that Tuesday night. Wednesday night, was it Wednesday night?
Wednesday, when you was at
Wednesday
church.
night, got
then
down on the
Wednesday
phone, we talk every day, and we're on the phone, and I get a notice that I ordered a movie. So earlier in the day, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, "You need to order this movie. It's a good movie on Amazon and blah blah blah." Wednesday night, we just learned about the Internet of Things and how it infiltrates, your accounts. It can get into your cards and take all your information. Wednesday, I got a notice at 7:43 p.m. that I ordered a movie, knowing I haven't ordered a movie. I happened to go in and start looking at my Amazon account. I had somebody been ordering every 2 days from my account, and I didn't pay it no mind because I'm like, what is this? $2, $3? It was small amounts. Since July 2024.
Oh, dang. July.
Since July of 2024, and I called Amazon. I immediately got the phone, called Amazon, because I'm just learning the Internet of Things. And when I changed my password, which I supposed to do every 30 days, he advises us to do that. I didn't change my password. When I changed my password, 4 different Roku TVs got kicked off of my
Good God.
Amazon, off of my Prime. 4.
Sounds like you went on some trips and forgot to sign out.
No, I didn't. Haven't been anywhere. Haven't
Huh?
signed in anywhere. Somehow, somebody had my password now. My kid may have gave it to his friend and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But somebody since July of 2024. And the reason I say July, because I had canceled everything in July with Amazon because they were ordering. Well, I didn't pay it no mind because I was like, okay, $3 here, $5 here, then $7 here, $8.55 here. Virtual purchase. It was all digital movies, apps. They had TV apps on
And this
their
is no
TV.
family.
No.
There's
I
no
don't
family
know.
members, no kids,
I still don't
no
know who it was. Because when I changed my password, it didn't tell me where the TVs were located. The lady on the Amazon is the one that told me it was 4 Roku TVs and 2 Alexas, which I have Alexa at the house.
Oh, I never told you to get Alexa. I don't do
you
that.
didn't. But what I'm saying is, I know better.
Yeah, you should know
I
better.
got Alexa and Google.
Alexa's the devil.
So guess what? They won't be hooked to my stuff no more.
Listen,
because
And you
between
wanna keep here.
4 Roku TVs and 2 of those Alexas, somebody was ordering since July of 2024. I did get refunded everything, but they told me I need to put a purchasing pin on my Amazon, which I need help with because I don't know how to do it. But I changed that, took my card off, changed my password, and I mean, it was just. I didn't notice until it was, when I look back, it's January the 23rd was the last one, 21st, 18th, 15th, the 11th. I mean, it was just went all the way back to July. Movies, BAPS, Bad Boys, Beetlejuice, they were just ordering and had apps. I don't even know some of this marquee TV stuff I've never seen. And
Can you get reimbursed for it?
yes. I got $224.99 back.
Damn.
That's how much they took.
Them $3, $4 charges added up.
Yes,
And that's
and then all of that came back. I got the email to prove it, for the refund. And now I need help putting a password on my purchase pin on my Amazon. Because
That's
I
just
need
a
my
quick-
Amazon
that's a
'cause
quick
I do
Google.
order like stuff, but I don't order digital stuff. I don't order movies. Somebody was getting me good, so it taught me that night when we were talking, and I was like, Daphne, let me look at this because I haven't ordered, I never really paid no mind when it come through. And $224.99 was taken.
So she said, oh, I'm so glad I was in class on Tuesday night when Alan was doing the Internet of Things and on Fireside Chat when he was talking about different things. So
It made me more aware.
yes.
Yes, indeed. I was about to say it's a coincidence you brought that up. I mean,
Uh-oh.
I don't want to steal the spotlight, but I mean, I literally had to deal with like a breach on my computer not too long ago. Someone tried to make a Trojan like backdoor on my computer.
Ooh.
It was called like Whack Attack something. It was some whack names called Whack Attack
You tried it.
exclamation. Yeah, I looked it up, did my research. I was like, some people were like, oh, it's a false positive. I'm like, no, I'm gonna say because when I deleted it, like the folder it was in, it tried to multiply and like started disguising itself in my files. So like I had to go on my app data and like literally sift through all my folders and like start deleting stuff. And then I was doing that in safe mode too, like as well, because I mean that's common sense. And then made sure my Ethernet was unhooked as well, even though I was on safe mode. Like it was a lot. But yeah, I pretty much was like, cause I'm only using Windows Defender because other antiviruses are like, they're hit or miss. I used to use Malwarebytes, but it's like hit or miss. So like, I just been rolling around with Windows Defender, but I had to literally do that like a week ago. And I'm still paranoid, like
Yeah, you should
Me
be.
too. I'm paranoid now. I got everything locked, and it's just because I don't know who did that.
Yeah, and I stopped storing my passwords like on anything that's like, I used to store it on my phone and notepad locked up, but because iCloud gets breached a lot, I don't trust it.
Even if it's locked, we got.
Yeah, even then, on top of that, it was like God's will. But literally, when I was in my like notes before, I remember like something had like wiped all my notes and made it go back like a year back. So like I had lost a lot of passwords, and I was like, hey, I mean, it kind of saved me. So I always kept it in the journal and wrote it down anyway. So I would translate it to the phone to the paper. And yeah,
I'm gonna have to do that because I have a note locked, but I thought it was gonna be locked.
yeah. I'll say
It was so that actually happened the day after IoT training
Okay. But
introduction.
y'all know it's way worse than y'all think. Like it's way worse than y'all think. We're hearing about things, but we're reacting. Imagine the ish that y'all don't know. You know, I remember my last day, it was on the 17th. I logged into work on the 16th, and I was just looking at all the I pull news from somewhere y'all don't pull news from, so I like see like news that y'all don't see. And I'm looking, I was like, tomorrow or the next day, I won't have access to this, and I'm gonna go back to being blind again. And I was like, that's scary to me, because if you believe anything the news says, you're tripping. And the stuff that y'all need to see, y'all never see. And that's what I'm scared of, because now I'm not in the community anymore. I don't have access. My access has been taken away. And I'm like, damn, I know things were on fire before. You're about to stop hiring, and you're gonna start taking down all these controls. You're gonna leave us all vulnerable? I'm like, what? This is bad. Ugh.
Last time I was in the boat.
It's because the next 4 years is going to determine the rest of our lives. Whether you're on the right side, whether you're on the left side, whether you're in the middle, it's going to determine the rest of our lives, right? So we got to make sure that we are in place enough to protect our environment, our area of operations, which is these United States, and keep it protected. Boo TikTok. Yes, it's good for your entertainment, but is that worth your life? The lives of your family? Is that worth your security? Like all it would take, one EMP above the United States. One. That's it. We're all knocked out. Asking why I have a solar generator at my house. Because one day that's all I'm going to have for power. And I want to make sure that I have what I need to continue to survive. Now, how many of us have solar panels? Not a lot of us. So I encourage you to get some. I have spare solar panels. That's how paranoid I am. So if that EMP burst, it will happen. It's just a matter of when. In our lifetime, it will happen. Because again, if I wanted to take us out, I'd do it quick. Because we're going down a slippery slope.
So I'll be going to live at Allen's house, y'all.
Alan, you might as well make room for whoever you know.
What you gotta say?
I got a little discussion and debate topic.
Go ahead.
All right. So y'all know for the past while there's been like fact checkers on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that. So personally, I can completely agree with the fact checks. You know, I think it helps the public, especially with all the misinformation out there. Recently, you know, within the last 5-6 days, the fact checkers have been taken off a lot of these platforms. And this kind of has to do with that, but it's something a little bit different. So to start, quote unquote, the First Amendment imposes no limits on private sector entities like social media companies, granting them unfettered censorship power. Please provide your informed opinion about what role, if any, should social media platforms like Facebook perform in censoring hate speech and/or other forms of speech that are potentially harmful to the public. You know, like misinformation is potentially harmful to the public. And at least provide an example. So, would anybody like to start on their opinion whether these companies under the First Amendment should be allowed to censor misinformation or fact check misinformation or censor hate speech? I kind of just gave my opinion of it from the jump.
Well, I feel like all information that you put out there like that will cause any type of hate or disturbance among people should be always fact checked. Mm-hmm. You know, don't go out and say just because somebody said it is true. You know, find the source. You know, where did it come from and why did it come up? You know, is how I feel.
Oh my gosh, let's make it real.
I feel like,
Go ahead.
I don't think hate speech should be censored per se. Like, let's say you call somebody a bad word, you know, I don't think it should automatically not be able to be deleted. But I think almost like a fact check, it should be posted publicly with their address and their college and their full name and where they work under it.
Yo, I would love that. I would love that.
You know?
Yeah, see me at my address. Do you get on TikTok regularly?
Not so much anymore. I have TikTok, but I don't hop on it regularly, only for politics.
Oh.
I actually felt that because I stopped using it like after all the news that was coming out, and I didn't realize like how much like I was using it before, and how much it was like, you know, breaching privacy and all that, like really bad. And then people, as soon as TikTok did get deleted, that like one day that it got deleted, everybody was like, oh, download Redbook,
which
and
is
then,
crazy.
And the Redbook thing is that when you sign up for that, you sign up for the Chinese military.
Yeah, you know, you have to agree to the
take
CCP.
the agreement.
But the thing
it's all
is,
in Chinese. So if you don't speak fluent Chinese, you're just gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, okay." That's why you read the EULA.
Yeah.
Always.
The thing is, like, a lot of Americans, they didn't care. They just wanted TikTok. They're like, "Oh, screw my privacy," you know. Fuck it. I'll join the CCP just to.
And they know we ain't reading shit.
You know.
I mean, stuff.
But the thing is, like, Red Note is controlled by the CCP for Chinese people.
Everything's controlled by China.
And they're like, but people knew this, you know, and they're like, okay, you want to ban TikTok? I'll join the CCP.
But people don't care about security. Sorry, I have to admit, security as much as they care about entertainment.
Brain rot.
Yeah.
They've never been in a situation where they had to care. Right. Until it happens to them, they're not going to.
Yeah.
This is a really good class.
There you go.
A lot of people like to take things like last minute, like until the ship starts sinking, then people want to start trying to run off. Nobody wants to try and like get the boat before like they see the meltdown happening and stuff like that. They want to wait till the meltdown is happening and it's imminent. Everybody, a couple people gonna perish and they gonna be like, oh, it's time to run.
Let's take everyone in 2025, January 2025. Let's take them back to 1911. What happened in 1911?
Crash.
No? Huh?
Twin Towers.
1911. No, 19.
She said airplanes crashed. I was like the Wright brothers.
Titanic. Wasn't it
Titanic. I didn't want to be wrong.
Yeah, Titanic.
Okay.
So let's take everyone 2025. Take them back 1911 to when the Titanic. I think that was 1911. And what's that?
1912.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Fact check.
April.
That's why we need fact checking.
Boom. So let's say we're back 1912, and I bet if we advertise, hey, get on the Titanic, and the same people know what's going to happen. Still, we know they're going to hit an iceberg. How many people will still go there just for views?
Create content.
People, to create content. Oh, I'll figure it out. There'll be a bow at the end. No, it ain't. It ain't. You gonna die in that water like everybody else did.
Unless you're him.
Unless you're him. But if you're him, you go down with the ship, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If you're him, you're the captain. Yeah. But yeah, like people just care about entertainment. I don't care how much you smile in my face. It's one of the main reasons why I don't want to physically go into a workplace again, because I know I have a face that I put on. And at work, you can think like, oh, Alan likes me. No, I'm pretending. And to pretend to wear a face all day, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, I can't do that. I'm not going to pretend to like you Monday through Friday, because when I get home, it's going to take me 2 or 3 hours just to get that off of me. Then how am I going to be with my loved ones? How am I going to be able to be a partner? How am I going to be able to be a daddy? How am I going to be able to do all these things that are me if I'm still, and that's just my personal hang up is about going into offices. I had to pretend to like you, and I don't care about you that much for me to do that still. So when I show up, I'm going to show up as me. Get out my office. Are you adding to me? Do I need to talk to you? I don't, then why are you here? And I don't want to do that to people. Because I can, just as much as we all have a happy side, we have a bad side too. And if I people too much, you're gonna meet my bad side real quick. Like I swear, me and Lee are very similar. I talk because I have to. I get up front because I have to. But if I could be at home all day, every day, and not see nobody, I'd be fine doing that for the rest of my life. Yeah. See, even his girlfriend. Yeah, because it's exhausting. But I know there's work to do. I can't leave CyberLINC. Jeremiah is waiting for me. I gotta have something for y'all. Miss Demetria wants to be a part of here. You know what I mean? So like we have all these people. We have Howard flying in from California next week. We're sending. I'm not gonna tell you her name. We're sending someone to Germany in June. We have all these things. We have spring break. We have summer camps. There's work to be done, because if we don't do it, if Jeremiah doesn't step up, Miss Daphne doesn't step up, who's gonna do this work? All that will be left is schools making you pay $2,000 or $3,000 a week to learn something you could have learned for a couple dollars with us, and you'll get the same result, if not better. Because I'm arrogant like that. I'm him like that. That I think we have a great program that supplements bigger programs. They need what we have. If they didn't need us, there wouldn't be a need right here. We want to have so many people in grad school. We've put over 100 people through grad school that would never have gone to grad school, that never would have went, myself included. I was working at a prison when I got into cybersecurity. You could have asked them what cybersecurity was. I don't know. I just know there's a lot of money in it. I didn't meet the requirements to join the school, so I begged them, like, yo, just give me a shot. Still didn't know what cybersecurity was. I just wanted the money. So now, provide that same space, that same opportunity for other folks that are after the money, that are after protecting these United States, that are after protecting these governments, these organizations that I hold near and dear to my heart. The same country that I would have died for when I was in the Army, I'd die for today. And if it takes me to protect and bring more people into this field to protect this nation, then I will. Because schools just suck. I'm not gonna charge you $3,000 like that. We don't have it. We're always living paycheck to paycheck. You know? Well, I'm gonna do teaching you something and making you not even buy bread later. I've been like that. I've stolen food from my parents' house, right? Y'all know it. You don't know it, but I stolen food from my parents' house because I didn't have any money. I was living in a trailer behind their house. I was struggling. Then I was like, something's got to change, and cybersecurity came. And now I have the opportunity to bless my parents in ways that they blessed me for my entire life. But it was because of this opportunity. So I just want to give that opportunity for others. And I know Jeremiah and I know all the leaders here feel the same about this as I do. We just want to give opportunity. We might not know what we're doing, but we're going to try to throw you as far away as possible. That's why I told you, look us up. Ask your questions to people that have been in this program. Ask if we've added value to them. Hey, I'll give you an example. Caleb told me guy behind the camera, told me, hey, Alan, I don't like cybersecurity. I don't like CyberLINC. I don't like to do this. Like, it's not me. But he's staying here today, and he does all our camera work, all our podcasts that we've done, that you've seen on YouTube. That's him. He's about to be behind the camera when we're interviewing the senior director at Boeing next week. He didn't want to be about our family, but he still wants to be a part of the mission. That's what we get here, the holistic approach. He's like, hey, you got another spot for me. What's your title? What's your thing? Your job description?
It's long.
Huh?
It's like social media manager / content creator / video cameraman and editor.
So now you can talk, but when I asked you about my coffee, yeah, exactly. But the point is, he does a lot now. He does more now than he did when he was just a student, just an intern, him and his father. And now look at him, he's run off to the races. And even if he stops today, even if he says, Alan, Jeremiah, thanks, but no thanks, I'm done, I'm going away, he can walk away saying, hey, I did this for CyberLINC. He still got value from us. If he leaves today, because he said, I got at least 4 interviews on you. I mean, you got, exactly, you can go to YouTube and see my name. Caleb did that, right? So we try to add value in every way possible. Even Corinne, she found out today that we have an instructor that can teach her how to be a better 3D printer. And once she speaks to Xavier, she says she has like a little store. She'll be better. And she's not even in CyberLINC. Come on now. Yeah. So, so like, yeah, she's gonna learn and be better. And that's all we want to do is make people better. Y'all know I can talk. Anyone have any questions, comments, concerns?
I'm good.
Good. I think I want to call it, we don't need to wait for another hour and some change. This has been a great talk, an amazing talk. Thank you to our 2 new folks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you. Lee, I see you, my boy. I see you, my boy. I see you, Lee. I see you, Lee. But no, thank you, Corinne. Thank you, C4. For blessing us with your presence. We encourage you. I think you said you might be joining. No pressure.
No,
we don't.
I plan to. I want to get my leg for it.
So if you would like to join us. If you want to come back with Lee, you're more than welcome. We just want to make people better, whether we get anything out of the deal or not. We like to say, people are our profit. People. It's not about the money. It's not about what you can do for me and Jeremiah. It's about what we can do for you. If we have some way, or even again this Thursday, this Daphne might be having some money issues. Hey, Alan, who's that guy that you're going to start talking to? His name, his contact information, and you ain't got to pay him because we already did for you, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and Miss Daphne's got a way to talk to someone about her finances without having to come out of pocket. What's that got to do with cybersecurity? Nothing, but it has everything to do with people that are in our program for cybersecurity. We can't just
and us teachers.
Okay, June.
Okay. Who's us? Who's us?
Huh? Yeah, exactly. Who's us? No, I say the cat.
I work in this right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Instructional assistant at Victory Elementary.
Victory Elementary.
Yeah, I was say I work alongside my mother.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
Ooh, North Carolina. We always say watch what happens next, because literally you never know what's going to pop off at CyberLINC. And then Perispera at Astra, which translates through hardships to the stars, because we gonna make it. And if you're with us, you gonna make it too. I think whenever I get off the phone with them, first I tell them how much I love them, and then I say at Astra, because this is personal and this is business and we are intertwined. And you might say, and I'm gonna say this, it might be like, Alan, you a grown man, and you were saying you love another man. I'm 100% heterosexual, I love women. But I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't have Jeremiah in my life. And for me to not mention that to Jeremiah every time I talk to him will be an affront to what he has done for me. So until he tells me, Alan, all right, I get it, I'm gonna keep telling him, hey bro, thanks for all you do.
Right, Daphne.
Could you make me better?
Good.
You too, Nick.
All right? I'd ask for everybody.
That's true. Thank y'all for coming out today.
Yeah.
We'll mark it more than 2 days in advance, so it'll definitely be a bigger class next time.
Oh, it's big.
But yeah, we're gonna continue to hold our weekly, introduction to cybersecurity classes, his bi-weekly fireside chats. Our advanced classes, we just need enough people in our tier 3, and we'll start sending out registration for those classes once we get the interest in.
And don't forget drones. Tell your children, tell your grandchildren if you have any. We haven't purchased them yet. It's gonna be 2 different versions. One high speed, low drag. One that can go inside the buildings and go from classroom.
I have an
classroom.
FPV, so we'll probably be using my FPV.
So yeah, we definitely gonna get down. We're gonna teach you how to do it so that you can go off, and that's something else. You can go off to somewhere else and say, hey, you need a drone operator? I got you. So we're not just doing cybersecurity. You got other options. We're trying to add to your palette.
I'll learn that for my content creation.
Prove it.
How many do you need?
Prove it. You want to learn it? Prove it.
How many do you
Yeah.
need?
How many drones?
Age limit for that tier.
Oh, for tier 3? At least like 8 to 10 people committed to at least one class.
Well, can they do tier 3 without doing tier 2?
It's all included.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it works your way up. So like if you get tier 1, that's $15. You get all of our resources and all of our certification stuff, literally $8,000 worth. Tier 2 is 25, and that's when the study groups and the mentorship comes in. That includes tier 1. And then tier 3 is tier 1 and tier 2, plus all of our advanced classes, publication, and employment opportunities. And so it just builds up from there. Age for what?
Age for the class.
If they want to learn, they can learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no age requirement.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
Okay.
No
Yeah.
prerequisites. If you had the capacity to learn, prove it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mushroom?
So I'm club student, so I'm automatically tier 2. So
Yes.
would I have to pay extra to be able to get tier 3 stuff?
So I was gonna bring that up actually to you. I think I'm gonna make for our club students at least. I think I'm gonna make another tier, like maybe $5 more, because I think it's $10 a month for the club students for tier 2. So maybe $15 a month for the advanced classes for club students, versus and for non-club students it's $40 a month, since most of them are adults.
Yeah, so let's talk about something real quick. Every president has his vice president. Every CEO has his C-suite. Every partner has a partner. And if you don't find your partner who sharpens your tools in your toolbox, it will be harder for you to get to where you're going. Jeremiah is that partner for me. And I encourage you all to find your own Jeremiah, right? Whether that's Sally, whether that's Tony, wherever the case may be, find that person. Tell them, hey, check me when I'm wrong. Don't I ask you to check me when I'm wrong?
All the time. All the time.
Yeah. They, like, are you holding fast to what you're doing?
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, facts. So find that person for you so that you can be better. Like, you can't do it by yourself. That's why I connected you two. That's why I've got a gift, and it's weird because no one's ever asked me. I have a gift for introducing people. So like people to date, and the people I've introduced, every single person is married today. Yeah. So, and I've done that several times. So I have a gift of seeing value in people and seeing what complements that value. And I don't know, some people might say that's a weird gift to have. I don't know, it's just over the years I have done this. There's people that's been married 15 years now that I introduce.
Are you saying Corinne's got some competition?
No. Yo, Lee, she's funny. She's funny, Lee. Yo, you need to join CyberLINC.
Yeah.
You know,
We need
come
to.
on, you funny.
We need her.
But yeah, I encourage y'all to find your partner, find your vice president, find your president even. Because I've been, and we got an hour, but I'm ending now. But I believe that Jeremiah is in my life today because I was Jeremiah to others before.
like I was trying to help people. So when I was in the church, when I was a minister in training for them 5 years, I was a minister in training for, it was my job as a pastor's armor bearer to always be there for him, to stand up and be there for him, wherever the case may be. I served him. You want some water? You want some coffee? You need your Bible? You need me to turn on your car? You need me to warm up your car? I did all that jazz. What church are we going to? I'll be there before you. That's what I did. I served. And I'm not saying you're serving me, but he does in every way possible. He is a partner. And I try to relay that, and again, reciprocity. So he's getting and I'm getting. And I encourage you all, because you'll be so much better for it. Because I thought I could do it by myself. And the struggle was there. I thought I could do CyberLINC by myself. CyberLINC didn't become a thing until he joined. And he was over here thinking, oh man, Alan got it all together. No, the F I don't. And I think now he's my man. So he's like, oh yeah, no, bro. But no, iron sharpens iron, truly. I am better. I was still him when I met him, but I'm better now.
Yeah.
So I encourage you all to find your person, and whether just find your person to make you better, and look at the qualities that you want to be, and say, does that person exemplify that? If the answer is yes, then go ahead. He's taught me things about, anyways, I can go on forever, but I just encourage you to find your person, find whoever that is to you, and grow with them. And then hopefully you'll end up best friends like me and this guy. He's stuck with me.
Exactly.
But find someone that you can be stuck with, that wants to be stuck with you. That, hey, if we're trudging through life, I'd rather trudge through life with you, because I know you're gonna be working at this just as much as I'm gonna be working at this. And when he told me he got this job, you would think that I would be happy. And I'm like, no, because people are gonna see in you what I see in you. And they're not gonna wanna let you go either, right? But if I care about Jeremiah the way I say I care about Jeremiah, then if he leaves, I need to be happy for him, because he's in a better place.
Right.
Because if I didn't care about him, and I'm like, dang, you up there and you forgot about me, that negates all the feelings I said about him before. But if I can say, hey, no, I'll see you later. You have a good one. Don't forget about me. Like, hey, there's support there. And then in 5-10 years, hey, Alan, I got a job for you. Instead of remembering, Alan, he's the guy that didn't support me at all. Right? So find your Jeremiah. And I like saying this publicly, because more men should talk about other men.
No Diddy.
Yeah. See, I'm over here trying to have a moment. Like what? I'm over here trying to have a goddamn moment. And then see, I'm done. Forget you, bro.
He takes it back.
Golly. Yeah, for real. I'm drenched in oil. God, slipping off the goddamn floor. This guy. All right, we done, right?
Yes.
Are we done? All right. Corinne's like, I'm gone.
I'll hit you up, bro. Oh, man.